morning. Good morning. My name is Tina Kavergich and I am Northern Stamper. I'm glad you could join me today. Today is Tuesday. Thank goodness. Yay. One of my favorite day of the week. I don't know. I think Friday comes in a very close second. So thank you for joining me. I'm just checking out all of my hold on. There we go. Okay. Thank you for joining me, and as I said, my name is Tina Kavergich, and it is Takeaway Tuesday. And make sure that you have your little package that says not November, January the 11th. It is a very brown package. Doesn't seem like much, but wait until we are finished. You are going to love it. We are using the In the Moment stamp set. Love this stamp set. Really great. Oh, there you go. Absolutely stunning. Though it only has 3 images and 3 sayings, this is a great, great set. If you've seen my sampler, I had posted a couple of weeks ago. There is so much you can do with it. I will be using this for scrapbooking coming up. I've used it for a sampler. So many cards. Just love it. Good morning, Sharon. Thank you for joining me. And Cindy, one of my my 2 wonderful teammates. Thank you for joining me this morning. I have to thank, I just got in the mail. I know it's a little late, Sherry Lou. I am sorry. But check out that card that my friend Sherry Lou sent me. I just love it. Absolutely stunning. What you cannot see, I don't know if you can see, but under those wings are some very beautiful, sparkly a paper that she used. It is absolutely stunning. I just love this stamp set. Or this die set actually she used. And then she used the layering diorama dies. Fantastic. This is really great. Fantastic work, Sherry Lou. I just love it. Very, very nice. Thank you for sending that to me. Oh, and there's Liz and Joan and Lynn. Thank you. It's like, what was it? What is that show? They held up the mirror. I can't remember what it's called. Oh my goodness. Mark below if you know what show I'm talking about. It was big long time ago. Oh my gosh. I could see it in my mind, but I can't for the life of me remember what the show is called. Anyways, make sure you have your mini catalog and celebration catalog. If you don't have a catalog, let me know. I'll be happy to send one in the mail to you. Good morning, Michelle. And Joan Romper Room. That's it, Joan Romper Room. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. And Christine, your packages are on. I know they're coming this week. I know. The mail is very slow, but they are coming. And Rosemary, yours is on the way. Thank you for joining me. And I wanted to let you know that February Takeaway Tuesday packages have been mailed today. So I don't want them to be late, so they are mailed today. Just so they should arrive, so give it about a week. So on Monday or Tuesday next week, the February takeaway should be in your mailbox. Good morning, Brenda from London. I'm glad you could join us. Brenda, is it as cold in London as it is here? I went out this morning, silly me, without shoes or socks, just to, kind of run on the front porch to drop something off. My toes were absolutely frozen. It is so cold out there. My goodness, if you go out, make sure you wear a hat, mitts, a balaclava, and dress like a polar bear. Anyways, as I said, Takeaway Tuesday for February is being mailed today. So I want to make sure that you get your stuff in time. Okay? Also, I just announced, just posted and decided for the March Takeaway Tuesday, we will be using we are going to be making slim line cards, and I'm working feverishly to make fancy fold slim line cards. Now, gotta tell you, there is not much out there to grab, so I have to go right from scratch to create these. So very impressive. And we will be using the stamp set from the mini catalog on page 52, and it is called, obviously, Slim Sayings. Not like my thighs or anything, but Slim Sayings. It's a very nice set. Okay, there you go. Lots of great wording. Hold on, let me pull this off. There we go. Lots of great wording. No images, but lots of great wording that we're going to be using. So we're going to be making slimline cards for March, and you don't want to miss that. Going to be making hopefully at least 1 or 2 fancy fold cards in March for that. Still working on it. Got my templates going. So, and you know what? I looked online. Did you guys see the new paper pumpkin coming out? Super, super, super cute. Very cute. Safari celebrations with monkeys and elephants and everything. It looks really, really cute. Excuse me. Just announced for this new paper pumpkin coming out, $30. It looks so cute. It makes 9 cards. I can't wait to see it. I think I'm going to order like 2 or 3 of these guys because it looks really, really super cute. Very excited for that. And Brenda says it's very cold in London. Oh my goodness. Lynn, minus 35 this morning. Wow. Well, that's really chilly. I can't get over that. So anyways, let's get started and creating with our In the Moment stamp set. So like I said, you want the one with the brown package. And what you're going to need, let me get my goodies here. Either for ink, you either want to use Early Espresso, love this color, or the Memento Black. It doesn't matter which one. Have something similar to like one of these colors. So you want something like that. Now, for your card, you're also going to want like a white pencil crayon or a white chalk marker. If you don't have one of that and you have like a re-inker of white, use that. We'll try it with the blender pen. If not, a little paintbrush will work too. But you want something that is white. So we're going to try something. I'm going to try something. Actually, I'm going to try this one with that. So, and that's what you're going to need. What else? Oh, adhesive. Everything, like I said, everything is pre-cut for you. Oh, Carolyn says it is cold in Montreal. Oh my goodness. I think we are hitting the cold snap. Those from the prairies have sent us their cold weather. Oh well. But, you know, it's nice to share. All right. So, are we ready? Let me know. Give me a thumbs up or yes, you're ready. Oh, I want to remind you, coming up in February the 25th, I used to be a scout leader. Loved it. Sandra, you know that. And I had so much fun planning and playing games with the Cubs. Just loved it. That I'm doing a games night. I have just finished the majority of the games night. You will see in the VIP group a few great games. They will be coming up soon. That will be played. So you don't want to miss that. It's $15. I pre-cut everything just like I do for a Tuesday. And you just add your own stamps and stuff like that and inks. So you don't want to miss that. February the 25th, $15, games night. And at the end of the games night, the final game will have a prize. You don't want to miss that. Oh, Joan, you were a scout leader 25 years. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Awesome. Awesome for scout leaders. Best time of my life. Gotta tell you. I loved it. I really feel sorry for the parents that were not scout leaders because we did some pretty awesome things. Like we took 19 or 20 kids on a VIA train for a weekend to Ottawa to spend in the Ottawa jail and do touring. Those kids were absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Loved it. So much fun. I had so much fun with those kids and I learned so much. Oh well. Okay, now I digress. So let's get back to Takeaway Tuesday. Okay, we're already using my favorite In the Moment stamp set. I used this stamp set on, what was it, Friday? I can't remember. Some days, all the days blur together. Friday we did a dice challenge, and one of the cards I made, it said you had to color. So, surprise, I used the In the Moment stamp set. And it turned out absolutely fantastic. Okay, let's get started. Okay, I'm going to pop you up on the camera mount. Hold on, let's go for a little ride. There we go. I'm trying to do as least amount of shaking as possible. Okay, there we go. Woo! Okay. Hold on, there's my name. My name is Tina Kavergich. I am Northern Stamper. If you have any questions at all, please, oops, let's stop the shaking. northernstamper@gmail.com. Drop me an email. I love to hear from you. Or if you have any questions about joining a class or joining my team, drop me an email. They've got some really great sales going on. So what I wanted to show you in the annual catalog is a white Stampin' Chalk marker. Okay, and I went to go look for mine, and somewhere it's in my craft room somewhere, but I just can't put my hands on it. It is like a little pen with white chalk on the end for $4.75. It's really good to have for something like what we're doing today. Okay, so there's our package. Okay, be careful when you open the package. There are a couple of little tiny embellishments, and I don't want you to lose those. So let's go ahead and open it up. Okay, I'm going to try and leave those embellishments in the package. Okay, and these are like iridescent. Oh, I think I got the tiniest ones here. Let's pop them. Where'd it go? Pop them back in the bag so I know where they are. These bags are really great, so hold on to them. They're good for lots of things. I don't know about you. I love repurposing everything. I'm going to take you one day on a tour of my craft room, and you'll see everything that I've repurposed. So in the package is our card base, which is Early Espresso. Okay, so we got our card base. There is a brown square, which is 3.5 by 3.5. Okay, so there's a brown Early Espresso cardstock, little square, so there's that. There is a 5 1/4 by 4-inch mat with flowers on one side. It's up to you what side you want to use, or kind of like a wood pattern on the other side. Yours may go up and down, doesn't matter. Okay, so, and there's that. So that is for our card. And finally, our 3 by 3 piece of crumb cake cardstock, and this is what we're going to be stamping on. Okay, all right, so let's get started with that. So what I'm going to do is we are going to stamp. Oh no, apparently, hold on ladies, I thought I had everything. I just lost all my blocks. Hold on. Oh my, this is very embarrassing. I have all my blocks, but last night I was working away on those slimline cards, and I guess I took my whole box of blocks away with me. So it doesn't matter which image that you use, okay? So they're all fantastic. They're all great. I love them all, so it really doesn't matter which one you want. I'm going to be using this lady right here. The reason I'm using her is because we're going to be coloring in her hat and her dress. This one might be a little tougher to kind of accent with the white. Her clothes. The one in the window will work, so choose from one of these two. I love this one down here, but maybe for this card it may not turn out as well as we were hoping. So I'm going to use the lady looking out, I don't know, dreaming about going on a plane one day, since we can't go on a plane. Maybe that's what she's dreaming about. So I've placed it on my block. Try and use a block that is close to what size. Now this one is an E block. It's a little large, so I find it the larger the block is, the more difficult it is to hold. So maybe a D, the D size, which is a little smaller, might fit. Okay, and I'm going to be using the Early Espresso ink. Okay, and what we're going to do is we are going to ink it up. Make sure there's well inked. Now, before you go onto the cardstock, you can always test it on a scrap paper. Okay? And this way you can see, where do you need to ink? Do you need to move it around a little? it's always good to do a first test, especially early in the morning. I don't know about you. Eggos, I had Eggos for breakfast, those little waffly things with my coffee, and maybe I just didn't have enough. Now, also be careful. Don't stamp on something that has like a little edge over like this. So there's a little piece. I'm not going to stamp on that. Actually, I'm just going to flip this up so you can see it. Okay. Oh, there we go. Clean it up. And you're going to stamp kind of right in the middle. So not near the bottom or top. You want your image right nicely in the middle. So up and down. And if you make a mistake and it's crooked, we'll flip it over. Oh my gosh, it's right the first time, Liz. Can you believe that? Okay, I love the early espresso. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn it over and I'm going to show you the difference with the black. So I'm going to stamp it on the other side in black just so that you can see the difference. The early espresso works really nice. So let's try and get some of that off. And I'm going to stamp in the Memento black. Okay, just so that you can see the color image on the paper. So let's get that, make sure it's straight, and carefully place that on. So the black works just as well, especially as we're going to color it. But for this one, I like the early espresso. I like how it kind of really complements the crumb cake, but either side works really well. Okay, it's a little bit darker on the black. Nothing wrong with it. It's more of a preference. So, I don't know about, oh geez, what a tough choice. I don't know, should I use the black or the early espresso? Let me know in the comments and we will get going. And I don't know, they both look really good. And now as I keep turning them, they're starting to look the same. So I have, these are Stampin' Up! Watercolor pencils, and I'm going to be using this. Oh, actually, I said I was going to be using this ink, didn't I? So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to use the ink, so I'll give it a try. Oh, Michelle says early espresso. Okay, that's what it is. All right, what side is this? Okay, there's the early espresso. I'm going to use this ink, so let's try it. If I use the watercolor pencil, works just as nice. Okay. Let's first, I'm going to do her hat and see how that is. So we want a white color, and that is going to really give us a nice contrast to the brown, especially as we get it onto the card base. You probably could use another color if you really want to, but at this point, the white is really nice. So I'm going to pick up a little bit, and let's paint. Oh, wow, that's like really painty. Okay, so this is going to look a lot like paint, and I'm just going to try and move this around. So that's really, really thick. It actually might work really well if you keep moving it around with the blender pen. Now the blender pen with the cardstock may pill a little bit. So, oh, look at that. It's actually turning out really quite nice. The only issue is I'm not going to go near any of the lines of the stamp set that I've done in here. That actually works really nice. I'm going to finish up her hat. That's all I'm going to do with this, and I'm going to show you the rest with the pencil crayon, because I actually really like the pencil crayon. The ink here that I'm using from the white ink refill, it is very thick, and actually, you know what, if we had some flowers and painted, it would look really nice too. But I'm carefully, very carefully making sure that I don't touch any of the stamped image outline. I don't want it to kind of get lost or painted over. So this is actually really thick. So let's keep going. Nothing like learning something new on a Facebook Live, huh? There's nothing wrong with that. Always make mistakes. Now, who has that? Miss Frizzle, make mistakes and get dirty? Or something like that from Magic School Bus. Remember watching that with the kids a lot. Kids have no idea what romper room is, so can't put that joke on them. So I'm just doing little bits at a time. So this is going to take a little longer, and I don't want too much of the water from the blender pen to come out and pill the cardstock too much. That actually looks really nice, and as it's drying, you can see as it's drying a little lighter than I thought it would be. Looks really good. I'm going to make it a little thicker on her brim of the hat, because I see the area that we just did is lightening up quite a bit. So if I make her brim of the hat a little heavier on the, oops, I just went over, on the ink, it'll stand out. So let's keep going like this. Okay, almost done. This one actually seems to take a little longer with the ink, because you're going much slower to go around the image. Okay, I'm going to make it a little heavier because I want to give some shadow. Oh, there we go, on the line again. So as you paint on the line, will, if you do it, it will kind of lose it a bit. So I'm just going to leave her hat like that to dry. Let's take off the ink from their blender pen, because we don't want that on another, wow, that's quite a bit, on another image. So I have all of that ink on there, so I just got to be careful. Maybe I'll just close it up like that. And if I want to go back, I can always go back. And we'll put that off to the side. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up with her skirt. So as you can see, the white is very a little bit strong color, but as it dries, it will lighten up. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is just kind of color on her dress. Oh, I'm shaking here. And I'm actually pressing fairly hard, again, trying to make sure I don't go too much into the inked image. And I'm just going to color. And with the watercolor pencil, I'm pressing a little harder. Now normally with the watercolor pencils, you would use your blender pen to blend it in, but this time I'm not going to. I'm just going to leave it white. So let's add that in, kind of going up into the hair a little bit. Oh, and did you see there are new colors coming out, and they are the natural color tones for blends. I've ordered them, so as soon as they come in, I will be doing a show and share on that to let you know that I think it's a great idea. Not only just for the colors for adding for flesh tones, but those will be great for mixing different colors. Okay, so I'm going to just color that. I wanted to highlight her dress and her hat. Maybe I'll just highlight some of her drink too. You could always do that too. Let's highlight the drink too. Now, I am using the watercolor pencil, and already I can tell it is much, oh, this is drying nicely. It's standing out, looks really good against the brown. Now, you could also use the chalk marker, but be careful, same like the paint. It will pill if it gets too heavy on the ink. So go carefully and slowly. So let's color that. So her hat is still drying. I think I went a little thick on a couple of areas, but it's going to dry. And there's her wine. And actually, I'm going to add a little bit of Wink of Stella. Now, I'm going to carefully, because this is watercolor pencil, if I go back and forth, the Wink of Stella will use it like a paintbrush. So I'm just going to dot it in a couple of spots. Okay. I can do it on her hat, so just carefully put a little bit on. Let's paint a little bit on. You know what? Let's paint all of her, all of the white area. And I'm going to carefully go back and forth, and just like a little paintbrush. So that's going to kind of move in the watercolor pencil crayon. And I'm just going to go carefully back and forth. Okay. All right. Just do a little bit at a time. There's no rush here. Okay. And let's see how that turns out. Always got to try something new. Trying something new. Oh, Liz, look at that. It's turning out. Okay. There we go. And I got a little bit on her hat. There we go. Okay, so I've got that colored. Let's see. I'm going to take a little tissue, see if we can get some of that off. Oh, that's actually all dried. Let's kind of go through this a little bit and kind of blend it in a little bit more. That looks pretty cool. Anyways, so there we go. That's all we're going to color on here. Now we're going to get our brown piece of cardstock, and it should fit right on. If you don't like how much is around the edge here, go ahead and trim it down. Just remember to trim down the coordinating cardstock. You know, some people like it a little bit tighter on the image. If not, that's fine. I'm actually going to add a little sentiment on the bottom here. And there is one, "You're in my thoughts," that will fit right across there really nicely. So I'm going to use that. And oops, there we go. Put that on there. And where's my early espresso? Okay, I'm going to ink that up. Just want to make sure it's going to work. Oh, got to get more ink on that guy. So pat, turn, and keep going. Try again. Oh, that's better. Okay. Just want to make sure. So I'm just going to place the sentiment just below her. Oh, it's a slightly crooked. Oh, and I just stuck my thumb in my ink pad. Who else always sticks their thumb in the ink? My goodness. I always do. Comment below if you always stick your thumb in the ink, or any finger. Okay, so let's glue this down. I'm going to put a little bit on. Put that right in the middle. Like I said, if you don't like that much around, oh, even she's crooked. Oh my goodness. What is it up today? Okay, let's try again. Okay, back on there. There we go. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, I'm going to bring back in my card base, and you're going to decide what side you want to place your image on. So that looks really nice with the wood image. It kind of picks up on the brown. Let's see what happens when we flip it over. I don't know, is that going to, oh, going to look really lovely too, but that's a little bit busy for me. I love that, actually. That's really nice too. Wow. I don't know which side I'm going to use. They're both really nice, but I think I'm going to go with the wood grain. I'm going to go with the wood grain. And you know what? Let's see. I could make this a landscape card. What if we just turned it? Oh, see, it would work that way too. What if we put it on landscape and angled it? Nope. Okay, I'm going to put it on that side. I'm going to get my dimensionals. Michelle, she always sticks her thumb in the ink pad. I'm going to put some dimensionals on here, and we'll pop that on. There we go. Now this is a really super simple card. Just using one ink color and some coloring. Now, where are those little gems that I had in there? Don't want to lose those. And there should be 3. And I'm going to just pop them in. As I always say, groups of 3. So I'm going to first, you know what? Because these are all kind of cut, I'm going to move them around and figure out where do I want them over here to balance off the birds. Do I want them over here? Oh, hey, look, that one's in the wine glass. I think I'm going to put them off to the top left to kind of balance the image of the birds on the one side. So let's do our odd number of gems. 1, 3, 5. Okay. I'm going to move this one around. Pop it on. Oh, this is... There we go. It looks like a moon. And one more. Slide it off and kind of move it around. Oh, it's rolling, like a rolling stone. And there we go. Okay. And that's it for our card. There we go. A little bit of bling. Love the coloring. Add a little bit more. Don't discount the chalk pencils or the watercolor pencils. I know I don't do too much with the watercolor pencils, but they are actually really quite nice. This would also work really well if you had a nice dark color, say like a navy color on the back, and used white heat embossing for the outline and then colored. That would look really nice too. So there are a lot of ideas that you can do with this type of technique. So don't discount it. I just love it. Very simple. You know what? Got some ribbon. Add some ribbon behind on either side. You can actually step it up a little bit more. There are also the doilies that you could add behind each side. I don't have them here. I used them all up. I love them so much. But add some doilies, you know, before you glue it down. Move things around. See what you like. Okay, hold on, ladies. Ladies, hold on. Karen. Thanks, Karen. I am glad you... Whoa! Shaking. Yeah, shaking there. Thank you for joining me. And if you have any questions, northernstamper@gmail.com. Don't forget to check out some of the events I have coming up. A lot of them are going to be on my VIP page, our community group. And I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. And if you do go outside, put lots of layers on and have a great day. And I'll see you next Tuesday as we make another card with In the Moment. Love, love, love this stamp set. Can do so many things with it. I'll have a great time, and I'll see you next time. Take care.